So today, let's dive into something pretty interesting, how the dynamics between older siblings and younger siblings work, especially in terms of the responsibilities and expectations that are placed on each.
Absolutely, it's fascinating. There's this subtle balance, right? Older siblings often carry the weight of responsibility, while younger ones sometimes get a different kind of treatment, like being protected or even spoiled in some cases.
Yeah, exactly. Like when parents focus more on the younger sibling, there's this sense of protecting them. But it's not just about love, there's a deeper layer of responsibility. It's like the older sibling's role is to ensure the younger one is shielded from harm.
Right? And that protection doesn't always translate to actual love. I mean, they might not be giving the younger one material things, like clothes or toys, but instead, they're investing their energy in making sure they're safe or that they have what they need to thrive. It's like nurturing without always showing it in obvious ways.
True, and that's where the concept of mass comes in, right? It's this idea of what you're giving. It's not just about feeding them or giving them tangible things, it's about ensuring they're equipped for the future, like giving them tools or knowledge to succeed.
Exactly. It's almost like how you give advice or guidance. Those are the intangible weights that build a person's character. But when it comes to the younger sibling, they're often just given material things, which, as you said, don't really contribute to that deeper mass.
That's a great way to put it. The younger sibling might not feel that weight of responsibility, but they certainly feel the effects of being given things without much effort. And if the older sibling doesn't step up, they could end up feeling a bit neglected in the future or even resentful, right?
Exactly. The older sibling's role is not just to take on the responsibility, but also to show by example how to manage things, be it through school, work, or life lessons. If they don't do that, then what? The younger sibling might never learn those important lessons and could even grow up with a sense of entitlement.
And this dynamic isn't just about material things, it's also about emotional investment. The older sibling might be the one to help with homework, offer advice, or even just listen. But if the younger one is given everything without any effort on their part, they might not develop the resilience or understanding of what it takes to work hard for something.
Right? And that's where the imbalance can cause friction. The older sibling may feel they're putting in all this effort and emotional energy, while the younger sibling gets away with less effort but still reaps the benefits. It's a delicate balance, and it often leads to those "what have I done wrong" moments.
Yeah, it's almost like a subtle debt system, where the older sibling feels this invisible debt to the younger one. They've protected them, nurtured them, but what happens when that debt isn't paid back? It's not always obvious, but there's a pressure there.
Absolutely. And sometimes it even plays out in strange ways. The younger sibling might not fully appreciate the role the older sibling has played, and they might not even realize the emotional or physical labor that goes into being that support system.
That's true. It's like when you see a younger sibling constantly asking for things, but they don't fully understand the responsibility their older siblings have taken on. They might just want more attention or material things without realizing how much the older one has sacrificed.
And that's where the law of mass comes back. The older sibling is the one who's giving the emotional weight, and the younger one might not even notice it because they're focused on getting what they want at the moment. It's a constant cycle of expectation and responsibility.
Yeah, and if we don't break that cycle, the younger sibling might never learn to carry their own weight, either in terms of emotional or practical responsibility. That's why the older sibling needs to set boundaries, or else, in the long run, it all falls apart.
Exactly. It's all about finding that balance. And if we understand the dynamics and responsibilities of each role, it can help avoid those feelings of resentment or unacknowledged effort. Everyone's role is essential, but the way it plays out has a huge impact on the family structure.
Absolutely. It's this subtle dance, really. The older sibling's role shapes the younger one's future, and if done right, it can create a supportive and strong relationship. But it requires effort, understanding, and a lot of patience.
And recognizing that everyone has their role to play is key, whether it's giving protection, guidance, or just making sure that the emotional weight is balanced. It's all part of a bigger picture that keeps the family dynamic healthy.
Exactly. So, what's your takeaway from all of this?
I think it's about awareness. Recognizing these unspoken rules and dynamics can help us approach our family relationships with more empathy and understanding. It's not just about what's given on the surface, but the weight and responsibility behind it.
Couldn't agree more. When we understand the roles each family member plays, it really helps maintain harmony, and that's something worth striving for.
For sure. Let's keep that in mind next time we think about our family dynamics.